What's going on, you guys? I figured I would bring you a different type of list builder for Armada today. I'm still using Ryan Kingston's, but I am going to do something different. We're going to go with an 800-point list. And the reason I want to do an 800-point list is we're just seeing more and more larger space battles, and it looks like the Dreadnought in the Rebels finale. So if we end up getting a Katana fleet, that's just going to be bigger and badder space battles, and why not do it? So I figured I'd also, with the Chimera expansion coming out, and they're giving you like 3 new Star Destroyer inserts and cards for 3 Star Destroyers. I think, if you're going to run 3 Star Destroyers, you need a lot more than 400 points. So let's just double it. Let's have a really fun, huge list, and let's put 3 Star Destroyers on a list, plus the support to actually run them. So that's what I kind of wanted to do today. So we're going to run a Simoon, and we're going to run a Kuat, and we'll go ahead and run a ISD2, just for old time's sake. All right, the classic ISD2. And since we're going to have a lot of ships, but I don't want to just swarm it, because I don't want the game to take, 12 hours. I'm going to put a lot of upgrades on my ships. And I think if you're going to run, a high point list, you might need a house rule to say that, no swarming of flotillas just so you can have, 26 activations. So put upgrades on your ships and upgrade them fairly well. I don't know about any specific rule, but I'd like to think that I'm using probably at least half the upgrades available on my ships. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go with Thrawn, because I think Thrawn is going to be very useful in this case, because I've got a lot of ships. Although, really a lot of the different commanders are going to benefit the more ships you have. Same thing is going to go with Tarkin and just about everybody. But so for this Imperial 2, we'll do him first, since he's our command ship. And what we're going to do is we're definitely going to, since we have the the defensive retrofit, we're going to give him electronic countermeasures. We need to protect our commander, right? And I will also put strategic advisor on him. Why not? Let's just pass a little bit, just in case we need to. I think at this point you really don't need him. So if you want to swap strategic advisor out for something else, you're more than welcome to. But since we do have an ISD2, we're going to go ahead and put gunnery team on there so we can shoot twice. Got to do that. Let's. And one thing that's actually kind of good about the ISD2 that, originally I just thought the Simoon was going to completely replace it, but this ion cannon upgrade is actually a little bit more important now than it might have been before. So since we have heavy ion emplacements, so that's going to be really nice, and we will go ahead and go with spinal armament to keep that front arc really strong with gunnery team. So we put a lot of upgrades on this one, and we'll make him a 7th Fleet Star Destroyer as well, so we can protect the commander. And we'll do the Simoon is going to be kind of similar, but a little bit different. But we will do 7th Fleet on the Simoon as well. We will do Spinal Armament. Since I don't have the the blue heavy ions, I can do a similar effect if I'm shooting at different targets and go with XI7. XI7 is, they're going to both, basically stop you from sending damage to the side with redirect. They're just doing it in different ways. So it keeps my options open there. I do have the fleet command here, so I'm going to go with intensify firepower. That's really good, and that's something that's been hard to do lately with the 400-point lists, is because if you're going to run 3 Star Destroyers, how are you going to get consistent tokens on him? Because it's just not as easy to do that as you would like. But since the Simoon doesn't have that defensive retrofit, let's go ahead and put Minister Tua over here. Keep this guy alive a little bit longer. So where are you, Tua? I know you're hiding from me. You can't run from me. There you are. And then we'll give him electronic countermeasures as well. And since we've got that really strong front arc here, we definitely want that gunnery team, so we can take advantage of XI7 on both shots. That's one way that it can potentially outperform the heavy ions. So that much is good. We still have, what do we have? Will we have that available? I don't think we need to put anything there, though. All right, now let's do our Kuat. We've got 2 7th Fleets. We could do another 7th Fleet with the Kuat, but I think we'll go with Avenger. We'll put the boarding parties on this guy. All right, we'll make him an Avenger. He's pretty good as Avenger because he's got the ability to add some black dice upgrades. Let's do it. Let's put external racks, and let's also, we're gonna have to use up these 2 for our boarding troopers, and that much is good. Now, one of the things we'll also go ahead and throw leading shots on here. So just in case, you know, we're gonna get that. We're gonna have some blue dice. We can spend those in case our blacks turn up blank, because we're not using Vader. If I was running Vader, I wouldn't necessarily have to do that, but that's okay. Thrawn is going to be good and useful as well, and that's a good enough place to be right there. All right, let's go down and add some more ships now. First off, we need a Gazanti, right? I need a Gazanti so I can pass some tokens over to my Simoon there and start triggering stuff. So I definitely want Commsnet. Let's do a second Gazanti with Commsnet too, so I can hand some tokens out. And we'll make these guys slightly different. We'll give this one, we'll give him Suppressor, and then this way he can move in and kind of messed up, you know, like especially if I drop him in the middle of enemy stuff when they're activating their ships, they're going to be, you know, getting all kinds of havoc. But that's why I have 2 Gazantis, so I can send one out to mess with them and potentially die. You know, have the other one a little bit farther in the back. Some redundancy there. But I'm not going to swarm flotillas. 2 is plenty. You know, don't have to do all that. I want some diversity on the battlefield too. All right. So let's do a Raider. We'll do a Raider 2. Raider 2s are fun. And I'm going to set this one up with another heavy ions. Yes, we got to have that. Wait, wrong one. Not high capacity. You want those heavy ion emplacements to drain those shields. Drain those shields, and since he might be the leader, opening up, you know, fire at long range, we'll give him disposable capacitors, and that will be good, and we'll make him have gunnery teams. So just in case, since I don't have Vader as my commander, I want, you know, in case I miss the first shot and I don't get that blue crit, well, I'll shoot at somebody else, and maybe I'll get that blue crit there. So now we have a nice, strong alpha striking Raider. Let's put some flanking on here. I'm going to go with an Architans, but I'll go with the upgraded version. I'll go with the Command Cruiser. Command Cruiser is really nice because he's more flexible because you have that support team, and that support team is awfully fun. We'll give him Engine Techs so he can really take advantage of the extra mobility that the support team grants you. And we'll go ahead and give him Enhanced Armament because Enhanced Armament is wonderful and so good on the Architans. And since he's not going to have as many accuracies, let's toss on an Intel Officer, especially if he's flanking and he gets that first big shot on a Star Destroyer. Oh, do you want to brace? No problem, you'll have to lose it. Love Intel Officer, so strong. We have, how many ships do we have now? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7's not bad, but for an 800-point game, it's still a little on the lower side. But we've got a lot of power in these guys, and these Star Destroyers are going to have a lot of support. So that much is fun. So let's go ahead and add some squadrons. Since we've got Thrawn, we want to make sure we get squadrons. But I only have a little over 100 points for squadrons right now, which is about half as much as you could do because you 800 points. But I wouldn't want to have like 260 points of squadrons. I think that would slow the game down too much. So I personally just don't want that many. But I do want a healthy presence. But in case I were to go up against somebody else with 266 points of squadrons, got to put Maul or Mythal in there, right? You just kind of have to. We'll toss on Howl Runner also because I'm gonna do a pretty good amount of ties. Let's see. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 ties, so we actually got 8 ties right here. Now we can add. Well, we need at least one jump master. Maybe we'll add 2 jump masters. And how about some relay? And relay would be nice. I want 2 of these, so then I'm gonna drop some things down a little bit. All right, then that puts us right at 800 points. So 4 ties, Howl Runner, Maul, Mythal, 2 jump masters, and 2 lambdas. That gives us a pretty healthy squadron presence. 8, 9, 10. That's 10 squadrons in total. You've seen that in a 400-point game, so I don't think that's going to be overwhelming the battlefield. I think this is going to be a fun list. Every ship's got some meat to it, and I don't think the game would take too much longer than a 400-point game because of the fact that you can see 7 ships in a list in a 400-point game, and you can see 10 squadrons in a 400-point game. You usually don't see those together unless somebody's really swarming flotillas, but it's doable. So I think this would be a fun list. And who knows what it would go up against, but you being able to actually field 3 Star Destroyers on the battlefield and not feel like they're, defenseless, I think would be awesome. I do want to also remind everybody there is another round of the giveaway going on right now. If you would want to win a expansion of your choice, it's starting right now. Only thing you need to do to enter that is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos, and you can win a Cool Stuff gift card for $20 that you can use for an Armada expansion or a Legion expansion, X-Wing expansion, whatever, or put it towards a core set, whatever you want to do with that. So that's going on right now. Make sure you're subscribed and leave a comment for that. Also, the bell for alerts so you don't miss when a winner is announced or when any of my new videos come out is a good idea. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.